This hand is a huge pot involving Peter and Steve. We've got a raise, a call with some 8-6 offsuit. All right, this is looking good. Some 6-3 of spades. Some great hands already. Keating with the big blind. Uh-oh, he's got 9-7 suited. That's a huge hand. I'm surprised you didn't 3-bet. Let's start off there. That was a mandatory 3-bet, in my opinion, from Keating. But okay, whatever. Even the machine likes that shit. Come on, man. Uh, yeah, if he saw the machine, he'd probably like it quite a bit more. It's real gangster. Okay, so Keating checks. Steve's got some he's got some backdoor draws. He's got the 8-6 combo, mandatory bet on the ace king with the 7. You got the he's got the semi bus. He can blast off later on. How's he gonna check? He's got the money too. That helps. Hundreds of thousands deep. Keating. Okay, so wait a second. All right. So Peter raises with 6-3 of spades. Okay, you got to put the pressure on people sometimes. With the this is live poker private game approved, but the GTO machine might have something else to say. For lots of different reasons, but like maybe people will bet fold something ever, such as the 8-6 offsuit, which gets in there, and then Keating decides, well, he's got a pair of fucking 7s. It's time to 3-bet all these motherfuckers who are clearly full of shit quite a lot. So I guess this is a good exploit. And he's blocking a set of 7s and some A7. And we know that these guys aren't going to slow play ace king, but maybe it's the live poker game where they slow play ace king and 3-bet everything else. So I could be wrong on that front. That being said, they block the set of 7s, the king 7 suited, the king 7 of diamonds, which they're kind of repping. So yeah, this is a spot to put in that 3-bet to rep the set of 7s. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. So Keating says he's got a set of 7s, guys. We got to get the fuck away. 8-6 offsuit is decided. You know what? It's not really the spot. I would tend to agree as a pro that not ideal to make a play with 8-6 offsuit there. Definitely not in live game approved range or in GTO land. The live game Dream Machine has yet to be released or confirmed to exist anywhere. I'll be the live game solver for the moment. This one seems a little advanced for me though. Yeah, this is straight into Spiceville, into billionaires with secret homes and where the fuck that Alan Keating hangs out, plays games in helicopters or whatever. All right, so the turn's a 6 of hearts, and he's still saying he's got a set of 7s. At least prior to his actions, that's the story so far. Set of 7s, guys. Must be a set of 7s. Just maybe Keating is lucky enough that he has sets of 7s all the time in this spot. To be fair, he didn't 3-bet, and this hand was live game, very high frequency. Live game, solver approved, very high frequency C-bet. Keating bets are actually kind of small. He bets less than pot size. He bets something like, not that small, but it's compared to the solver, all solvers, versions of solvers, maybe old school versions of solvers. Okay, I can see why this hand went really viral. All right. So he bets like 80% pot almost. And then Peter just says, oh, you got a set of 7s, huh? Well, I got a slow played aces or slow played fucking kings, and I don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna raise it. I'm gonna raise you. That's what Peter says right here. And Keating, with his imaginary set of 7s, blockers, probably highly suspicious. Says, fuck that. No, you're full of shit. I don't believe you have a set of aces. And I got a set of 7s, so I don't give a fuck. I don't know what the fuck or why Peter decided this was the spot. Maybe like he thought that Keating was making a play too and thought that this was a way to blast Keating off his hand. But he has a pair of 6s, so come on, Peter, what the fuck? Maybe this is the sort of shit. Maybe there's something in business some kind of business parallel that I need to learn here in order to be a successful businessman or super high business stakes. I don't really get it, Peter, but lots of heart. And Keating basically says he doesn't believe him. I'm pretty sure there's a high chance of Keating just thinking, okay, well, what the fuck does this guy have? I'm blocking a set of sevens and ace seven, and this guy's saying he has like fucking imaginary set of aces or kings that no one ever has in their life. So I'm not folding. I think that's roughly his thought process. It's actually pretty good. Like he claims to not be a poker solver or whatever. I don't know if he knows that actually things like this happen in Solverland. See, people, let's talk about GTO for a second. All right, first of all, everyone's picture of a GTO player is all these fucking idiots that they sit and they play really basic and they do this check call thing and they never check raise and like they show up with like the minimal defense frequency bullshit and then like I can't fold my 56 percentile range against his not perfectly GTO 87% pot or whatever the fuck it is. All that's fucking bullshit. All right. All those guys that you think are GTO players, they're not. They're weak type bitches that have no creativity and think that they can just solve poker by doing this thing of just making sure that they're not exploited against like a bunch of basic ranges such as the barreling ranges. But there's a million other factors at play, and actually poker's quite complicated. And the moment you just change the structure a little bit, all that bullshit about minimal defense frequency, et cetera, has to be recalculated totally, making this approach towards actually getting good at poker complete dog shit. But I will say that if the games are always the same thing, if for whatever reason, and this has baffled me also, they're always the no limit ante or no limit with no ante or 2-5 at a casino, then this approach works. But there's way more crazy stuff in the solver than what people think. In fact, Keating's play might somewhat be justified by the solver. The solver would do things like 3-bet bluff with a pair. I just don't know that Keating or others really realize it. It's not as crazy as they think. And, people think I'm crazy or whatever, but I believe it was Mark Twain that said the truth is always a bit more surprising than what you think, because if you already knew the truth, you wouldn't be surprised. It would just be normal. But if you don't know what the truth is and then you find it, you're bound to be surprised because, of course, you didn't know that was the fucking truth. Anyway, so actually this play is not that insane in a way. Where it gets insane is like if he's taking random pairs of sevens and trying to bluff Peter off ace X. Clearly that's not going to work because this guy just said, fuck you, I'm going to try to rebluff you off of a pair of sevens or something. I'm not really sure what the metagame was here, but apparently Peter thought that his pair of sixes wasn't good and that somehow Keating had him beat. So in that sense, he's right. And then decided to rebluff him off of this. I suppose if people this insane, yeah, we're not going anywhere with a pair of sevens. And by the way, if that was factored into a solver, the solver would also say, fuck you, I got a pair of sevens and I'm not folding. That actually would be in the fuck you gangster solver version that is yet to be released in the poker streets, that maybe I will help to guide the process of. And Keating also looks like he's got a bit of a gangster solver as well, so he does make the call with this totally absurd line of action, and he's correct. It makes loads of sense to me. What can this guy have, man? What the fuck does he have? I don't fucking know. Does anyone even re-raise ace-6 of diamonds here? I don't think so, but like maybe Peter just has like any two pair and goes completely insane for this hand. Looks like Keating's right though. He had the 6-3 of spades, which, I mean, even if it has, if you're thinking about things analytically, which actually does have a place in these weird spots. Even if he had ace-6 of diamonds and stuff like that, he actually has loads of bluffs because he has 6-3 fucking spades. And all he needs is a pair of sixes and a spade draw. We can give him like queen 6, jack 6, 10-6, All those are reasonable. 8-6, 6-3. The 6-3 got there. You got the 6-3. You can have the 6-5 suited, unless that's a mandatory 3-bet. I don't know how many combos he's 3-betting. 2-3 spades, I guess. Maybe not 2-3 spades, but that could be in there. We could give him like 20% of that. And then we could give him 4-5 of spades. I feel like that's got to get in there if he doesn't 3-bet it. He might only have 40% of it because he 3-bets 60% of the time at 4-5 suited. He could have 10-9 suited. He could have same sort of situation. He can have what other 6x of spades, and now he's got to match that with I don't want to do the entire math, but he's got to have almost like 2-to-1 value. It's roughly like pot size raised from the turn. Actually, he has to have more than 2-to-1 combos of value versus that, which would be a lot of the offsuit combinations, such as A7, A6. That would be not enough by itself. That would be 3x3 plus 3x3 again. You have to raise the flop to. I don't think any of that shit's ever happening. It's not 3x3 because Keating has a 7, so it's actually 2x 2x3 would be 6 combos. He's blocking a lot of that shit. And the 7 helps a lot to take away sets. Sets would normally be 3 combinations, but now it's 1 combination because there's only 1 combination of 7s, because there's only 2 7s left. And he has to have those precise amount of 7s in order to make this play. Which, good luck with that one when you can have little 6-3 spades as well. Maybe even a little Jack-10 spades, or whoever knows what else. Or maybe 4-5 at diamonds. I don't know. But maybe he likes the blockers and has the Jack-10 with the Jack of spades. Could be in there. Could give him like 15% of that or so. Anyway, that's a rough breakdown of the ad hoc gangster solver street poker play from myself. I imagine Keating's intuitive side was thinking something along these lines. And well played by Keating. I can see why this can got loads and loads of publicity. Story seems to check out for me. And yeah, let me know of your feedback, everybody. If you want more street poker breakdowns, if you want more GTO solver breakdowns, give you multiple different perspectives, live poker approved breakdowns, I can do all of the above. And help. Any feedback would be great.